Well, I've been wanting to through it for a couple of days, but yeah, here we go. We got another bad cover right here. What? Cop chokeslams young complying black man. A Florida cop chokeslams young black man who was sitting. Wow, okay. Check it out.
In Western Florida was caught chokeslamming a young black man when he wasn't physically resisting. Let's show you more.
Check it out.
Stay over there. Hey, Bosman, just listen. Stay over there. When everybody else gets here, they all need to go. He's a 15. They all need to go? They all need to go. He's a 15. All right. Oh, hell. Hey, we're going to be outside.
Coyote, I know. What? Whoa! Are you there? What the is that? Did you see what he did?
Wow.
Now I'll tell you what it is. It's assault. No.
Yeah. That was a freaking assault right there. He body slammed that. And that young man wasn't doing nothing. He was just trying to reach for, he tried to hand his phone to his friend. That's fucking bullshit.
Earthly reason for it. It's assault. 22-year-old Khalil Pace, sitting peacefully at a rec center when he was slammed by Deputy Patrick Keegan of Broward Sheriff's Office.
Look at that.
Pace was being detained following an alleged weed smoking session leading up to the
look
attack.
at
The sheriff's office
he was handing his phone to his friend.
Charges of resisting arrest,
What?
violence, and disorderly conduct.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Cops got charged with resisting arrest. He wasn't resisting at all.
Were accused of smoking marijuana in a bathroom at the Bonaventure Town Center Club. The pair were meeting up.
New speed limits are...
For workout, they paid to get in, according to Pace. One of the employees was like, "Do you guys have a weed pen? You guys smell like smoke." The inspector employee, apparently, that's the account from Pace. We were like, "No, we just went to the restroom to pee."
Yeah.
Pace says he and his friends were working out when the employee came over with 2 police officers telling them they had to leave. He claims the employee chided them while they were being escorted out, saying, "That's why you guys shouldn't be smoking in the restroom. Don't come here anymore." Pace says BSO grabbed him, separated him from his friends in response to him allegedly mouthing off at the staff. He recalls telling his friends to be patient because he thought it was all going to end smoothly. He was wrong. They waited near Pace outside the building while he sat in front of Keegan, who ordered them to stay back, keep a few feet away from Pace. I'm thinking that when the rest of the police come, they will hear me out and realize that this situation isn't as big as how it's being made out to be. Pace adds, "We never did anything, but that is not how it ended up going." Pace says that even though he paid to enter the gym and complied when he was asked to leave, the deputy advised him he was being detained for trespassing. It's rich. Pace claims Keegan told him he could not call anyone. Pace disagreed, saying it was within his rights to do so. Still seated, he tried to hand his cell phone to a friend. It's when the deputy pounced, violently pulling him to the ground. 22-year-old was transported to jail, spent the day behind bars. Charges are listed as unfiled in the county docket, meaning state prosecutors may not have made a decision on whether to pursue the case. Pace's group received permanent trespass warnings, which bar them from returning to the gym per BSO. Because, yeah, they feel really welcome. They really want to go back.
I doubt they want to go back. They'll be like, kiss my ass, kick rock. Here's a statement from the Broward
Sheriff's Office. Per BSO policy, District Command and Training Division are already reviewing the arrest to determine the force used was consistent with agency training and policy, and also claimed in the statement that the group was loud, argumentative, and caused a disturbance. Okay. Is that in the penal code? Maybe. Not what I saw, but there's more. The department has had past history of excessive force. In 2019, you may remember 2 deputies were charged with battery after they were recorded pepper spraying then 15-year-old DeLuca Roll.
Remember this?
Smashing his face into the ground outside of McDonald's in Tamarack. One deputy had his charge dismissed, the other exonerated at trial this past July, even though we all see it. We all see it. So Jackson, an employee with no evidence except, he senses something, he smells something, he says they're smoking weed in the bathroom. Cops come, it turns violent by the police. They charge 22-year-old with resisting arrest. I don't know what more one could do in this situation to avoid being chokeslammed to the ground.
Well, I mean, the thing is it's like, even if they did smell smoke, when police overreact like this, it's like, do you really care that much about the subject at hand, the incident, or are you just taking advantage of an opportunity to, rough up somebody you perceive as a problem? Because, obviously these kids were just sitting there, let alone, even if they weren't, y'all got guns. There's multiple of you. Y'all got nightsticks. Y'all got bulletproof vests, tasers, and y'all are grown and they're not. But it's always, you see like they're always so bent on being in perfect control of not just the situation, but everybody there. Mm-hmm. So anytime anybody has any spark of free will, then that's their cue. You know what I mean? So that's all that's going on, because I'm in Missouri right now. Marijuana was just passed, recreationally legalized in Missouri. Don't nobody care about weed no more, and neither does that police officer. He don't care about no weed. You know what I mean? So it's just, you get these people, and these black.
Yeah, he wasn't doing it for weed. He was just doing to flex his. He was just trying to flex his ego, his mentality of being a thin blue line thug in a gang. That's all it is.
People, these bad kids who go around causing problems. Shut up, stay there, don't say anything. And again, you show any type of free will, they're gonna beat you down.
And isn't that the rub? Okay, the staffer didn't want these black kids in the gym.
Yeah, you got cops telling you like, oh yeah, or you stay put, you stay quiet like that. If you start flexing say the law, or like you start asking questions, or you exercise your First Amendment free speech, yeah, they're gonna manhandle you down, to beat you down, or pull a gun on you, threaten to shoot you. Or you get cops to say, if you ask a question like, why are you stopping me? Or what's going on? Why are you detaining me? Oh, then they'll claim saying, oh, you're resisting arrest. When you're trying to simply ask a question. Like I did a story about it was an elderly guy who just simply asked for the cops' name and badge number, and they charged him with resisting arrest.
Okay. And I'm watching you. He couldn't exactly borrow them from the start. They paid their money, but I'm watching you. Okay. And the first thing he could make up or pretend this investigative employee, you really want to be employee of the month, he goes after him. And what do you make of this? Because loud and argumentative, I guess, disorderly conduct, I guess you'd get a charge. But how come these Karens never get chokeslammed? They're loud, they're argumentative. Sometimes they're arguing with themselves.
Oh, yeah.
How come they don't get chokeslammed?
Well, they see them as more human, more good. They see, that's a woman maybe, so we shouldn't, slam her. She's going through something, or not even a woman. It could be some kid who just ran up in a church, shot up a bunch of people, or ran up in a supermarket or a school and shot up a bunch of people.
Yep.
They may get them a cheeseburger or something.
Yeah.
So it's all in how you perceive somebody. Obviously everyone is a human being, so. Yeah,
it's like you get you get these Darrens and Karens that, they're going to flex their will, these right-wingers, these anti-vax pro-Trump supporters, these people that shoot up, hey, I'll take you out, buy you a 6-pack of beer, kind of like that.
You can choose to see the humanity in someone if you like or not. That's all it comes down to.
And that's the choice. That's the choice here. And the statement that they're investigating, nobody wants to be prejudged, but aren't you tired? Our eyes see what we see, man. There was no reason to grab him off the wall and slam him to the concrete. When do we get to a point where our eyes see what our eyes see? Because we just had the update outside the McDonald's, exonerated. One of the charges dismissed against the officers, the other one exonerated by a jury.
You know what that is called, ladies and gentlemen? Qualified immunity.
By a jury of your peers. Police are a peer, given the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, because they get qualified immunity. They're up here, we're like down there. That's why the cops get away with so fucking much, because it's the qualified immunity.
People they victimize, boy, it's an uphill battle.
They're allowed to make mistakes, you know what I'm saying, or quote unquote mistakes, you know, so because they uphold the peace and the protection. So if they make a mistake, you know, if they kill somebody a couple of times, it's, you know.
Yeah, it was no big deal. Like I said, they got qualified immunity as well. So yeah, like I said, it's another case of happy fuck the cops day. Fuck the police. With that said, I'm out of here. Mike up. Peace out.